Now we're back to learning Illustrator in the year day 24. Let me show you the transform menu. You can find the basic transform options for all elements, but you can only see it when an element is active. So if your top menu is empty, just left click on an element, in this case the rectangle shows us the transform option right here. You can left click on it and a couple of additional functions will open up. First up, X and Y is simply the position. So X is left to right. You can see that if I set it numerically, it's going to move our rectangle. Same goes for Y, which is then top to bottom. And good to know is that it always takes the center point. So in this case, the center point of our rectangle, it will be positioned according to our canvas. So if we, for example, set the X value to 0, we will be on the left-hand side of the canvas, and the Y value will then be top left. And again, you can see it's the center point. This obviously goes for all shapes and all sizes. So if I size that down, I'll make it 0, 0 again for X and Y. The smaller rectangle will now jump with its center position to this top left corner of the canvas. Next two values are yet again width and height. So we already have that excluded from the menu right here. Sometimes that happens in Illustrator, so they give you a couple of options to do the same thing in different menus. Not bad that we have it, but it's not really needed. Next up, we have the rotation function. This allows it to rotate your objects. You can also use the arrow keys up and down when you're in that box, and then you can see the effect applied in real time. Final one right here is the skewing. Let me show that on a new rectangle. I make sure that width and height are the same. Let me make that, for example, 500. And now if we skew it, this is the effect. You can also go in a negative direction. And yet again, there's a drop down for predefined values. And as I've said, this works on all elements. So whatever you've got selected on your canvas, if you see the transform menu, these options will be available. Scale corners, scale strokes, and effects. I've already talked about that in earlier videos. We're gonna get back to it in the next one. Hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.